Alright, so we are going to work on Proficiency 3 Extra Practice. So the first one, you need to combine aluminum and oxygen together to make an ionic compound with a net charge of 0. So what I like to do first is write out my two elements and find their charge on the periodic table. Aluminum is a -2, oxygen is a -2, aluminum is a +3. They need to get put together so that the net ionic charge equals 0. Right now, if you were to put them together, your net charge would be 1, because a +3 and a -2 is 1. So you find the least common multiple. The least common multiple here is 6. So you need 2 3's to make 6 and 3 2's to make 6. So your answer here is Al2O3. Is that correct? Beautiful. Alright, let's try one that's a little more difficult. Go down here to sodium and sulfate. Sodium and sulfate, you notice that there's a T in it, which means it's a polyatomic ion. So you have to either look at the cheat sheet, which you can get off my website, or the back of the laminated periodic tables. You'll see that sulfate is a -2 and sodium is a +1. So again, you're going to need 2 of the sodiums to balance out 1 of the sulfates. So your answer would be Na2SO4. The last type I want to talk about is this one down here. Iron 3, which means it's going to have a charge of +3. And again, it's that same sulfate with the charge of -2. Now, here is going to be exactly the same as this one up here, where you're going to need 2 iron and 3 sulfate, but with a polyatomic ion, you have to put the whole thing in parentheses and put your 3 down there. So your answer would be Fe2SO4 3.